right, Coach, you want to start us off with an opening statement before moving on to questions?
Well, first I want to say great atmosphere for a home opener. I thought our student section did a tremendous job of supporting us and coming out. In addition to our fans, I don't know which fans are here for the first time coming in town because we got a big football game tomorrow, but they were here, and I thought that made a difference as well. Tough NCAA tournament team we played. Not surprised by anything that happened in the game. We knew that they were going to come out fighting, and that's what they've shown over the last 3 or 4 years, especially under their head coach, Coach B. We share a mentor in Dr. Joe Carr, who works with both teams, and it was probably gut-wrenching for Dr. Carr to even watch 2 of his mentees play, who's been in our lives for a long time. So. But again, I thought our team showed some character. Defensively, our kids showed character. And I'm excited about the growth from our last game to this game, specifically defensively, in addition to free throw line percentage.
All right, questions?
Coach, you mentioned the home atmosphere. How much does that benefit compared to maybe playing on the road at Memphis and struggling in the second half, maybe struggling to get momentum, and then in the last 5 minutes you went on a 15-3 run, I believe. How does that crowd atmosphere play into that?
Well, I think when you look at the 2 different games, we wanted to schedule really tough situations coming out of the gate, and Memphis allowed us to do that. It was a tale of 2 halves, I believe. And we got in foul trouble early in the second. I thought we got in foul trouble in this game as well, but we didn't force them to the free throw line. If you notice that stat, our guys showed some resolve around the basket. They played intense, and I thought last game before tonight, our intensity suffered because of those early foul calls, and we didn't allow that to get to us. In addition to stopping runs, our guys made free throws tonight. And they concentrated, and you can see the confidence at which they shot it. Being able to shoot 83% on 31 free throws is a great stat line. And we won the game defensively. The first 5-10 minutes defense, the last 4 or 5 minutes defense, and I'm excited about the character our guys show.
Yeah, for Tamar and Aiden, how would y'all kind of assess the team's defensive performance tonight? You guys racked up a lot of turnovers, but they also ended up shooting over 50% from 3.
Well, we knew, like, in the scout that they were a team that likes to play into the end of the shot clock. So that was just about our endurance on defense and just being able to stay on the line and disrupt passes when it's 2 1-second, even 0.5 seconds on the shot clock. It was just about having endurance, playing into the end of the shot clock, really. I mean, it's not too much more to that. We just had to finish possessions.
I'll add something to it.
I mean, it's exactly scout report said they were gonna use the whole shot clock, and so like you said, we had to use a lot of endurance, stay locked in, use a lot of communication, call each other out, make sure everybody is locked in, nobody falls asleep at the end of the 30 seconds. So just endurance.
Coach, what prompted you to give Honor Boateng the start, and just what did you see from him in his debut?
Well, Honor's one of the most talented freshmen I've coached, whether I've been an assistant or a head coach. He's very talented, and you guys were able to see that. Now, every freshman in the country is going to run their own race. Every young person is going to run their own race. I just thought at the end of the day, the way he responded, in practice over the course of the summer, in addition to now, he's earned everything that he's gotten. I'm not shocked about that, but again, being able to go out, his team won. He was able to ignite a 10-0 run over 5 minutes. So, sometimes you look at certain situations, you put guys in, but it's not just one person, it's his teammates, how his teammates responded to him as well. And when you have the respect of your teammates and the happiness for your teammates, those are the things that give kids confidence. And, look at Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen closed the game for us in tough situations. So we put 2 freshmen in situations they've never been in, and at the college level, and they were able to respond. The one thing I would say, You know, I'm proud of winning the rebounding margin. I'm proud of you know, being able to get 11 steals. Ant Robinson, I mean, you guys see how he ignite the game, and he's very talented at doing such. So for me, it's just being able to, you know, give guys these opportunities that they've earned.
Coach, what did you like about the way that your team closed out that game, especially when Howard was starting to make a run there at the end?
We knew they were going to make a run. I think when you look at Aiden Shaw's ability to be able to play versatile basketball, whether it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 defense, he can defend any position. In addition to the communication that our upperclassmen was allowing themselves to play with, they connected differently and challenged each other in the huddle. I didn't have to do much talking. These guys started talking to each other, and I saw leadership. I saw leadership from Aiden. I saw leadership from Tamar Bates, and those are the things, those are the moments that helps you grow weekly. Game by game, it helps you grow, and I'm looking forward to seeing how much we grow, but also, again, I'm looking forward to how many seats continue to get filled, because the momentum of our season is also helped by our fans, and I'm just thankful they came out on a Friday evening and supported how they supported. You know, so for me, those are the things that I look at, and I'm happy about the connectivity in the huddle from our guys.
Tamar, how important is it for you guys to add some of those other things that, like what you guys have talked about, defense and free throw shooting, on a night where the outside shot really wasn't falling for anybody, and you guys ended up, I think, 3 for 20 something.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to be able to rely on something else to be able to win ball games. At the end of the day, like, our shot's not going to always fall, so obviously the way we ended the game defensively is ideal. Like, that's what we want to pride ourselves on, is on the defensive end. But, you know, we just got to find a way, and we were able to do that defensively and obviously executing at the free throw line.
Dennis, just on the three ball there for a little bit, was there any thought given to steering away from that in the second half when the shots weren't going down?
Let them answer that.
Yep.
What did I tell you
The
guys?
coach made an emphasis in our timeouts to make sure that we get paint touches, score in the paint. I mean, that's just directly to answer what you're saying. So that's.
But the three-pointer was so tempting for most of them, they couldn't resist it. They could not resist it. And Bates made his baseline out, and it's almost like that stirred it up again, where, oh, we're open, let's shoot it. And we have to be able to do certain things other than just catch and shoot. We were winning the free throw game, and it's interesting because the new whistle this year, everything's gonna be a block at that basket, and the college rule is changing how you freely move in the paint and finish, and we have to take advantage of that. And I don't think we did. And Robinson didn't take advantage of it. But, you know, it gives us tape to learn from. And yes, you saw the same thing I saw. And you're not always gonna win games behind the arc, but we did other things like Tamar said, and we defended.
Just as a quick follow-up to that, were you happy with the overall shot selection from three tonight?
Absolutely. I want to shoot more threes. I want guys from every position to shoot threes. But it wasn't that night for that. And I'm okay with that. I thought our guys listened to the game plan, the scouting report, and we took what the defense gave us. And, you know, those were some open shots. They'll fall. We're not a 13% three-point shooting team, you know? So for me, I want our guys to play with confidence. They know that. I told them, hey, I want you to shoot it. But it's time now to get into the paint and be able to finish at the paint.
Coach, there were a handful of possessions, especially after a made basket, where the point guard, whether it was Tony or Ant, would immediately push up the floor, and you guys got a couple of quality rim attempts off of that. Is that something you'd like to continue doing throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, we want to do it, but I thought our pass count was very low tonight, and I credit Howard University for being able to defend us and take certain things away. I have to watch the film, but we do want to be able to speed the game up, especially after getting rebounds, which is very important, forcing turnovers, which is very important, and I think that that's a part of the game that is exciting. It's exciting for our fans.
I threw it.
Oh.
Yeah, I threw it late too.
All right, any more questions for Tamar, Naden?
Tamar, Coach mentioned the three-pointer you made at the end of the game. When your team needs a bucket, what's your mindset there at the end? You had a couple big points at the end of the game.
Just to run a set to get a great shot, because obviously we got guys that can go off of the bounce, we got guys that can come off of a ball screen and create something, but at that point in the game when we need a basket, we just gotta run something that we know works and just execute it with pace and like just be able to just run something that either results in a basket or free throws, but something to get us going offensively if we go a few possessions without scoring.
All right, one last question. Good, okay, thanks, guys.
Oh, let me say this now. Hold up. We have a huge women's basketball game. That's tomorrow, right? Sunday. We got that Sunday versus Norfolk. And then we have our first place volleyball team playing. We gotta pack the place. We have to pack the place for both games. But we're fighting for first place for women's volleyball. Show up, show out. Let's pack the place. Let's give them a home court advantage. And obviously, football. Let's do the same thing tomorrow against Oklahoma. MIZ.